In 2017, the world was swept into a digital gold rush. Crypto was no longer a fringe idea, it was the future. Bitcoin was booming. Ethereum, with its revolutionary smart contracts, was on fire. Startups were raising tens of millions in minutes through ICOs, and people everywhere were rushing to get in before it was too late. Among the waves of innovation was a rising company in London called Parity Technologies, co-founded by Gavin Wood, one of the creators of Ethereum itself. They were building a crypto wallet, but not just any wallet. This was a multi-signature wallet, one that required multiple approvals to move funds. Secure, transparent, trustless. It worked by deploying a smart contract on Ethereum's blockchain. Users could store millions, even hundreds of millions in ETH and manage it collectively. The contract code was open source. Anyone could view it, audit it, even reuse it. And many did. Dozens of ICOs and crypto projects adopted the Parity multisig wallet as their treasury vault. It became trusted infrastructure for holding vast sums of money. But there was a hidden flaw. Deep in the smart contract's code was a function one developers had used during testing called kill. It did exactly what it sounded like: it could permanently delete the contract from the Ethereum network. It was meant to be removed in production. It wasn't. Another function in it wallet let a user claim ownership of a wallet if it hadn't yet been initialized. It, too, remained exposed. And then came a moment that would change everything. A user on GitHub with the handle Devos199 was experimenting with Parity's code. Likely a new developer, maybe even just a curious hobbyist. He followed some outdated instructions, tried initializing a wallet, and unknowingly claimed ownership of a shared smart contract that served as the base library for all Parity multisig wallets deployed after July 2017. He had just taken control of hundreds of wallets, including those holding tens of millions of dollars. And then, he ran the kill command. It was probably unintentional. A mistake. But it triggered a nuclear chain reaction. The base library contract, the one every wallet relied on to function, was destroyed. Suddenly, all wallets that depended on that contract were bricked. The ETH was still there, sitting in wallet addresses, visible on the blockchain. But the code that allowed people to move that ETH? Gone. Like destroying the steering wheel and engine of a car while it's parked in the garage. The vehicle is there. The fuel is inside. But it can never drive again. Over $300 million worth of Ethereum was locked away forever. The crypto world erupted. Startups that had raised $5 million, $20 million, even $100 million in their token sales all froze in disbelief. Their funds were gone. Not stolen, not hacked, just lost, thanks to one line of code executed by one user, in a decentralized, permissionless ecosystem. The Ethereum community was split. Some argued for a hard fork, a way to reverse the blockchain's history and restore access to the funds. But many still remembered the controversy of the DAO hack from 2016, when Ethereum had forked once before to rescue lost funds. Doing it again would damage trust in immutability. This time, they decided, no fork. Developers around the world tried desperately to find loopholes. But on Ethereum, when you destroy a smart contract, it's permanent. No authority can revive it. Not even Vitalik Buterin himself. Parity Technologies released a statement, expressed regret, and tried to patch future versions. But the damage was done. The anonymous developer, Devos199, finally broke their silence. On GitHub, they wrote, "I'm sorry. I didn't understand what I was doing. I was just experimenting. It wasn't a crime. It wasn't sabotage. It was a tragic accident. And it cost hundreds of millions. Years have passed since that day. New wallets have replaced the old. Better audits, better security, and better education have emerged. But the $300 million worth of ETH? It still sits there. On the blockchain. Visible to all. Inaccessible to everyone. Like treasure in a glass box with no key. The Parity incident remains a chilling reminder that in the world of crypto, there are no undo buttons. No customer support lines. No refunds. In blockchain, code is law. And in 2017, one line of code sealed a vault that no one has opened.